What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I have filmed an update for you guys, and if you can't notice by what's behind me, I am in the hospital. I've been in the hospital with Henley since Sunday night. It is now, I don't even know, it's Wednesday. So we've been here for a while. She's in the ICU and she has RSV and bronchiolitis. And I have been honestly waiting to update because I have not had a shower since I've been here. And I was gonna take a shower yesterday. I waited all day long to take a shower, but the only shower that I can use is not clean. And every single day they have had like 5 housekeepers call in sick or something like that, and they just don't have enough people here to like keep the rooms clean and keep the showers clean, and I feel pretty gross. I probably look pretty gross. I really didn't want you guys to see me like this, but it's gonna have to happen because I just have so much to update on. Little Missy just fell asleep. I don't even know if it'll stay that way. She's having a hard time staying asleep at this moment. So I guess I'll start at the beginning. I know that I did give an update on, what day was it? On Saturday, and I had taken her to the ER on Friday, and we were there until 2 a.m. on Saturday. I think I updated you guys on that. I haven't actually like uploaded a video on that because once again we've been here in the ICU. So let's see, after the incident on Saturday morning in the ER, they did send us home and they sent me a laundry list of symptoms to look for to send her back to the hospital. And on, I guess, oh my god, what was it? It was Sunday night. On Sunday night, she started showing every single one of those symptoms that they asked me to look out for. So, of course, Trey and I panicked, and we called my friend Nicole, and we had Lilia and Zoe asleep at home. Lilia had school in the morning, and we did not want to have to wake them up. Okay, hold on. I have bubble guppies on to put her to sleep, but now she's asleep, so I'm gonna turn that off because you guys, I don't know if y'all can hear it in the background or not, but she's still asleep. Okay. Alright, so we called my friend Nicole to come and basically like babysit while the girls are sleeping because I didn't want to have to wake them up and take them to the hospital in the middle of the night. So my friend came over, she watched the girls, and we went to the hospital. And we were pretty much admitted right then and there as soon as we came in. Henley had fever, about 102. She was struggling to breathe, and I mean like really struggling. Every single breath, she was grunting through her breaths. Her chest was just heaving up and down. She was just pale, like white as snow. She was really lethargic and weak. Like whenever we would pick her up and hold her, her arms would just dangle down. Like she had no strength whatsoever to do anything. She was just using all of her strength to breathe. So that was Sunday. On, well, God, I would tell you day by day, but it's all kind of running together. Pretty much, hold on. Trey's getting me breakfast. He keeps asking me if I want all this food. I have no appetite whatsoever. So I'm only eating because I know I have to eat. Like if I don't eat, then I can't breastfeed, which, so that brings me back to Sunday. So on Sunday, they put an IV in her, and that took 4 pokes to get an IV, and that was like traumatizing for all of us. They started in her hand, they couldn't get a vein. They poked the inside of her elbow and they couldn't get a vein, and then they tried again and poked the other hand, still couldn't get a vein. So they had to get the vein at the top of her scalp over here. Let me see if I can show you guys. And they finally got a vein, and it was a lot of blood and it was really scary, but I would rather them poke her in the most horrific spot and only poke her once than to try every single vein in her body before eventually just having to go to that vein anyway. So they did that. They put her on oxygen, as you can see. So she's got oxygen tubes in her nose. I was actually not allowed to breastfeed for like, I think it was 24 hours before they finally let me breastfeed, maybe a little bit more than that. So I was just pumping and she was just getting her IV fluids. And that was really hard because when things would get really scary for her, her only comfort is to breastfeed. She's not a pacifier baby. She hates the pacifier. She doesn't have anything else to comfort her except for nursing, and I literally felt helpless. Like I could not do anything for her. I couldn't even nurse her to comfort. She was just SOL, and so was I. So then I mean, God, it all seems like a blur right now because I haven't really slept. I haven't showered. I haven't been eating much. I've been eating just the bare minimum to just keep me alive and to keep my breast milk you know, coming. And basically we've had a lot of moments of calm, like we have right this second, and then we have lots of moments of panic. She has these ridiculous coughing fits and her heart rate will elevate and she'll just be coughing uncontrollably. Her fever goes back and forth, up and down. Sometimes we'll have almost an entire day without a fever, and then at night she'll spike a fever. And she's getting a breathing treatment every 3 hours, and I have to coordinate her nursing sessions with the breathing treatments, because if we feed her too close to the breathing treatment, then basically she'll vomit, and she has vomited even with coordinating the nursing sessions with the breathing treatments. She has still thrown up everything that she's eaten, just because she just gets so panicky. Like, this is scary for her. It's scary for me. I mean, I've been trembling. My anxiety is through the roof, and it's been really hard for me to vlog. Like, I wanted to update the vlog. I really did, but I just, this whole thing is really hard for me to process. This is my third baby, and I've never had any of my kids admitted to the hospital for anything, ever. Not even a trip to the ER with any of my kids. I've taken them to the urgent care a few times, not even that much. They've had some ear infections. I mean, like, nothing like this. This is beyond anything that I ever wanted to have to deal with. When she was admitted, we were told that we could be in here up to 3 weeks. As of yesterday, when the doctor made her rounds, she informed me that now Henley does have bronchiolitis on top of the RSV, and that's just an infection that has just developed over the course of her being here. And the good thing, though, is that she said that she shouldn't be here any longer than a week more. Sorry, I'm really trying not to wake her up. Poor thing is having the hardest time sleeping, especially when they keep coming in and out to do breathing treatments. It breaks my heart when she, like, finally calms down, finally passes out, and then the RT people come in and they're like, okay, it's time for her breathing treatment, and it wakes her up every time. So yeah, I'm just trying not to wake her up right now because I literally just got her calm. So the doctor said we might not have to be in here, you know, for 3 weeks like they had told us before, so that's good. I know she's making progress. They also told me yesterday that her chest sounds a lot better, because when she was admitted, apparently her chest sounded like a washing machine running. Like, every time they put the stethoscope on her chest, it was just noise, just so much gunk in there every time she tries to breathe. And every time she would breathe, her chest was heaving, and like you could just tell she was working so hard. And so we are at the point where I'm breastfeeding. She's no longer getting IV fluids, and we're still measuring her diapers and just making sure that she's staying hydrated. So far, so good. Not every nursing session goes according to plan. Some of them are more difficult for her because she has a hard time syncing her breaths with the sucking. And we've had some nearly perfect nursing sessions where she gets you know, completely full, and she burps, and she's fine, and she's happy to be held. And honestly, we started seeing the most improvement in her when I started breastfeeding, so that's going pretty good. So we had lowered her oxygen levels yesterday, and then she went back to the labored breathing, so we had to bump her oxygen levels back up. They did tell me today that there's a possibility that they could take her off of this higher grade oxygen and put her on a lower grade oxygen. So I'm holding out hope that when the doctor does come in here this morning, she can let us know if that's still a possibility, or maybe we could just start doing that. At the same time, if this is what's helping her, I know it's hard on her and it's really hard on me, but if this is what's making her better, then I am just going to continue to do everything and let them do everything that they need to do to get her well. And if that means that we're in here for 3 weeks, then I will be here for 3 weeks. She's rustling. Camera's like totally focusing on the crib there, but I'm gonna move away from her for a second. Yeah, so like I said, I haven't showered, I haven't slept really. I get sleep in like 30-minute increments or hour-long increments, and that's really frustrating for me. Like, once I fall asleep, if I get woken up, all I can think about is sleep. Like, I can't process what's going on. And normally if I'm getting woken up, it's because something's going wrong, or because they're doing a treatment and she's upset, and I'm supposed to comfort her, I'm supposed to calm her down. But like, if I just woke up, it's really hard for me to even process what's going on. So a lot of times I just stay awake, and I'm drinking a lot of coffee, and I'm just trying to like be present and process and help them as much as I can. And the biggest thing for me right now is that I really need a shower. Like, I feel disgusting. I have dry shampoo, but that only does so much, you know what I mean? And I am brushing my teeth, and I have deodorant, and I have change of clothes, but I'm still waiting for that shower to be clean, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. My older two have mostly been with my parents. Lilia is going to be picked up by her dad from school today, and he's going to keep her basically through the weekend, possibly until we get out of here. Just depending on when that is, depending on how all this goes. We're really just kind of playing everything by ear. But Zoe is with, well, she's kind of bouncing back and forth between my mom and my mother-in-law, and they're doing great. I really, really miss them, but I really can't leave Henley's side. I don't want to leave. I don't feel like I can mentally, emotionally, and even physically. Now that we're breastfeeding, I feel like I need to be here to feed her because she's not on the fluids anymore. I did pump some milk, but she doesn't do very well with the bottle. It's not very comforting for her. And she can't breathe, you know what I mean? So like, trying to suck out of the nipple is difficult for her. It's difficult for me too. Like, I want to be doing something. I want to be able to help her. I want to be there for her. So I'm gonna do this for a second. The lighting is like way better this way. Anyway, my intention of this was to give you guys a quick update on Henley and how she's doing. But so much has happened that this is obviously like a, let's see, I've been talking for 16 minutes. Hopefully I can edit some of this out and make it a little bit shorter for you guys. But I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on, and hopefully we won't be here for too much longer, but like I said, I'm gonna keep her here as long as she needs to be here. You know, as scary as all of this is, I have to say I am so blessed to have so many friends and so many family members that have offered to help or actually helped, either with my dogs or with my kids. And I have friends that have brought me food and that have brought me care packages and just everything. Like, I am so overwhelmed with love and support right now, and like, thank you isn't even enough. Let me just openly say to anybody that has gone out of their way to help us out right now in this scary time, I don't even know what to say. I appreciate you more than words can convey, and I just, oh my god, I just feel so blessed. I feel so overwhelmed with love right now for everybody that's helped, and I feel like I need to return the favor. Like, I have that feeling like, oh, you did something for me, I have to do something for you, but I know that everybody's doing this out of the kindness of their heart. Like, they want to do this for me, so I'm trying to just accept the help, which is hard sometimes. It's hard to accept help, but anyway, she's starting to stir, so I'm gonna stop talking now. And I will try to update as, you know, this goes on. Hopefully it won't go on for much longer, but we don't really know yet. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye guys.